What's up, guys? It's October 30th, 2025. We're going to do a 10-minute breakdown of the E-mini where we talk about trap traders, market context setups, and leg twos. Today's going to be a bit of a quick one. I had a long day. We had most of our trading range day today, and then we sold off. I took one trade on the options account and it did pretty well. I shorted this bar here. I saw we had a gap down. We're below the EMA, the higher time frame EMA. The problem was this rally right here puts us into a trading range. That's what we got for the majority of the day. Right at the end, bears got the breakout. And I was thinking about shorting here. I did good on the futures account last night, so I didn't want to mess up the profits today. I wanted to lock it in. So I thought about shorting here. I was like, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I almost bought right around here, and then I saw this bar. I was like, no, bears have the higher time frame context. I took that short here and I exited at the bar 2 low. It's kind of funny because there was a nice climax bar right here. But I exited right on it. So not bad at all. Made some money on the options account. It was Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I'm not going out though. Okay, so weekly chart, we have a bear bar, closed below the EMA, led to a rally. Bulls made 1 hour quickly, so still in a bull regime on the weekly chart. Well, we're in a bull regime for almost all the hard time frames. Daily chart sold off, kind of went sideways for a while, but finally bulls got the breakout above here with this, and it had follow through. This was the first trend line break, and there was a hidden leg 2 from here to here that went to the minimum target, which is 1 tick above the swing on this bar. So whenever we see a leg 1, leg 2, or whenever we're looking for the leg 2, the minimum target is 1 tick. You could say the minimum target's to the swing of the leg or 1 tick above it. And we got that with this leg. But there ended up being more sellers at highs, kind of trading range behavior. Outside bar sold off, and now this is the overnight session kind of opening up as an inside bar. Gap down with follow through bars 1 and 2, 2 bear bars closing on the low. But I think bar 2 is big, kind of climactic. We're far away from the EMA, and you can see the market snaps back 3, 4, and 5. Bars 3, 4, and 5 strongly a second leg. Bears are trapped down here. Bears are trapped on the tails of 2 and 3. They're in a short higher. Look at the 50% pullback. You get filled on 11 and 12. You make 1 hour very quickly on 15. So that's pretty nice for the bulls. Give me 1 second. Thank you. So that's pretty nice for the bulls. And then there was enough momentum to get another leg up, but that didn't meet the minimum objective. See, the minimum objective would be right around here. But there was a second leg nonetheless right here. So leg 1, pull back 2, pull back 3. Higher time frames acting as resistance. And yesterday we had a big leg 1, deep pullback leg 2. Market's starting to go more sideways for the majority of the day. Rally here, third leg up. We're in a trading range, so it's hard to count legs because you could say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but we try not to count past leg 3. That's when it starts to get confusing because the idea is after leg 2, so legs 3, 4, and 5 is trading range behavior. So here's the momentum leg, and then trading range behavior, it didn't hit the minimum target. There's also a scalpable bear leg bars. This is an inside bar, bar 6, but bar 7, leg 1, pullback leg 2, you get filled right around the EMA, 50% pullback because it rallied. So we know some bulls tried to front run the breakout. I don't trade 1 bar breakouts, or this is, bar 7 is kind of a 1 bar breakout. It does have fault. Bar 6 is a bear bar, but it's an inside bar, so this breakout mode, bulls tried to break out above it, ends up reversing, selling off. And if you want to catch it with the second leg of just 1 bar, put a limit order here, and you can see that even a little bit past 1.5 bar was made. Then we have a sell-off through 22 to, or the high of 23 to the low of 28. Very deep pullback, but it gets its second leg. Leg 1, pullback leg 2, and then there's a rally here that's strong to get a second leg. But it does in one sense because there's a leg 1, pullback leg 2. But that's very hard to trade. You'd have to trade the trend line break on the low of 33, which is possible. That's a setup for leg 2. Leg 1, pullback leg 2. I do like a little bit more of a swing. which would be like this leg here. But there was a lot of momentum here. We're in a training range. We're at the low of the training range. You can see there was a rally. These 3 bars also got hits on too, so kind of tough to trade today. Lots of leg counting, lots of scalping. Bulls that bought the high of this, trying to front run the breakout, are gonna there we go. Gonna buy more down here and look at the 50% pullback from 39 to 42. You could get short anywhere there and catch 1.5 R. And then you really got to scalp in a training range, so don't hold on to a swing. I know that's funny because I was swinging, but I was trading options and I already had the low of the day at this time in mind. I didn't realize there was going to be one more pullback. I was cutting 3 pushes by the bulls, so it's a wedge top in resistance, and then bears had a nice leg down, so I was banking on at least tagging here, and you can see it worked today. Second leg traps are common in training ranges. I think this is a form of a second leg trap. It's also tradable. If you have the limit order sitting right where it's supposed to be, you would still make money. 1R. You could trade both sides to make money, but you'd be buying low and selling high. The market sells off 53 through the 58 low. Shot up to get a second leg, and it does very quickly with bar 61, sells off 62. 3 bar pullback, so not good. 63 through 65. 65 is an inside bar, so that's breakout mode. And in this case, it breaks out to the downside, 66 to 67. If you want to kind of start to recount, so let's just count this leg actually. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3, kind of trading around the low of the day. And then we get a new breakout, 69 to the low of 70. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, very deep pullback, leg 3, and 77. We're at training range lows, somewhat of a wedge bottom. Push 1, pull back, push 2, pull back, push 3, or I would count it: push 1, pull back, push 2, pull back, push 3, push 1, pull back, push 2, pull back, push 3. I know it's funny, I'm counting a lot of different ways, but what I'm trying to get at is that we're in a training range, and that's a wedge bottom, and I thought 79 was going to happen here at the low of the day, but there is enough momentum down to get one more leg, and then bang, that happened. So I hope you guys have a good day. Tomorrow's Halloween. Be safe, be smart if you're going out. Don't be stupid. Don't drink and drive. Keep your head on straight. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for your time. Bye.